And the piece evolves and changes over the times that you've done it in the last couple of years, and this time you're including some sections of your experience of observing what was happening in Tahrir Square. I wonder if you could just talk about how you as an artist are kind of responding to that, or making work within that, political culture that's shifting hugely.
Okay, I mean, the show changes every 6 or 7 performances. I change the telephone conversation.
Yeah.
So this is like the 4th version of the show, and it's because I get used to my conversations,
yeah.
So it loses the intensity of hearing myself and trying to actually follow, and that's one thing. And the other thing, so it varied from when I was preparing for my wedding and to my father's illness. I mean, they're very different conversation. And for this set that I started in Liverpool and continuing here in London, and probably show in Marseille in November, is the time of the revolution, and the conversation that happened with various people in Egypt and outside about what's going on. And it's my personal opinion about art and revolution, because that was a question that came to my mind as soon as we came out of the first step, which is Mubarak leaving power. I was actually questioning myself, okay, what do I do now? Because my whole relation to my work was totally focused on social and political and culture, even in a subtle or multi-layered way. But that's questioning things and constantly questioning that one way of looking at things, and one way of thinking and so on in different ways. And I was a bit taken back, because that's and then I realized as time passed on that actually the change that happened is great, but it's just the beginning. It's just like the tip of an iceberg, and there's a lot to be done. And it's now more than ever that works like mine or other artists is more valuable, because people's perception are more open and receptive. And now my problem with art and revolution is I personally don't think I'm capable of representing the revolution. And I doubt that anyone can, because the intensity of the emotional discharge that we had and over that period, I find myself completely incapable of representing it or reproducing it and so on. I think it takes maybe 10 to 15 years, maybe not us, but another generation will be able to do that. And unfortunately, that's the direction that everyone is taking. I mean, a lot of work is being done on the revolution, and I think that the revolution is a concept. It's not just about that particular set of circumstances. It's the father figure that the president, the ex-president, represented to everyone. That powerful, omnipresent, almost to a certain extent non-dying figure is also an image of the father at home. So I mean, it's all connected, and you could do work about the revolution without really doing the revolution. I mean, doing work about relationship within a family, or a power struggle between a couple at home within the context is as revolutionary as representing Tahrir or what happened there, or and so on. Again, here in this piece, although I'm using all these, I mean, I'm working on the foreign conversation from the revolution, but again, because of the form and the way that it's completely, it's not acted, it's just repeated conversations. So it kind of takes away the theatricality of the whole thing, and I hope it's different.